long time ago.
I don't fault you for doing that. I understand.
Why would you?
No, I don't. I don't understand why it's hard for me to concentrate sometimes. I don't know if it's like my undiagnosed ADD. I don't know. I don't do it on purpose, and that's what scares me. I don't know. I literally was listening and I guess it goes in and out sometimes. So yes, I do get derailed or off track. And I don't mean to.
And here's the thing.
I genuinely don't mean to.
Here's the thing too. It is partially my fault because people go, "You've been really crotchety for a while now," and you know why? Because this is how I am at this time of year every year. Because by the time we get to the end of the year, I am effing fried. I can't wait. This isn't a complaint. It's just, I think we probably all are.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we go on vacation in December, we are all ready. So that's probably part of it. I'm probably a little bit on edge because of that. You know. And 90% of the time, I think it's fair to say it's something that we kind of laugh off. But once in a while, boy, you get me on the wrong day.
I know I do. And if it were me, if the shoe was
people
on the
are
other
like,
foot,
get off your high horse. Stop it. Stop it. You don't know anything about what it would entail to make anything creative or entertaining. You know nothing about it. People who text me, stop. But yeah, once in a while I'll get on Poundcake's back. Once in a while. Right?
That's what I'm saying. If it were me, if I was the host of the show, if I was you, why
don't you do what you would do to Alan?
I had someone like,
but he has his own show.
I know, but I mean, he's got his own show. It ain't this
if
show.
I did, let's say he goes, hey, will you do my podcast with me? And I go, yeah, okay.
Bitch, were you listening?
And then we do it, right?
That's literally but that's what I'm saying. I know.
And he's talking, and I go, hey, I was just Googling when King Diamond is going back on the road.
Who?
Exactly.
Who is King Diamond? King Princess who?
Yeah. Hey, King Princess is solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about that. But what I was talking about, you know, Chrisley knows best in their hot sun chase. That's what I was talking about.
There you go. Chrisley knows best.
That was in my podcast yesterday.
Chrisley knows. Oh yeah, do you have a new one up?
I recorded it last night. And
it's up at the web. It's up at AlanCoxShow.com.
Do you really know best? Be best.
Do you really know best is what it's called. Mm-hmm. Is it about that Chrisley dude?
That they're in it, and then Aubrey O'Day is bitching at Bad Baby and all Addison Rae and all the other TikTok stars because she feel like she. Well, that's
is Addison Rae the one whose dad was like trying to bang? Like his daughter's famous, so he was trying to bang like young chicks.
No, Addison Rae has a mom that's dating Young Gravy.
No, but that's because her dad got busted for like creeping into chicks' DMs.
Wait, there's someone called Young Gravy?
Yes, Y-U-N-G, right? I don't know how Y-U-N-G Young got to be like a big name. It's Young Gravy.
It's like Lil at this point.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why did Young Gravy and Addison Rae's mom break up? Somebody actually had to write that article because the mom is a mom. She's like 55, and this dude was
tired of using lube.
He was tired of using lube.
I want the real thing, baby.
It's a rebound, man, you know. Jesus.
I'm too young for this.
Tired of you. How much Astroglide does a young man have to have in his nightstand?
To date his 55-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff my stupid
What a
show
world
talks
we
about.
live in, though. You know what I mean? What a world we live in. We're like, you're only famous because your daughter is a TikToker. But you know, people like to crap all over social media stars like it's not a real job. It's a real job. And it ain't easy because you have to constantly. I was reading a thing the other day on people who have gotten pretty successful and famous on social media. And almost to a person, they were like, it's kind of a gilded cage because you start off doing stuff you love to do and that you're passionate about and just throwing it on social media. And it resonates with people. And then it becomes a job.
Yeah.
Because Bill knows this, Mary knows, for people who have a sizable presence on social media, it becomes a job. And then it's still a fun job, but you got to keep the gravy train going, or the young gravy train in this case. And all these people are like, yeah, it's fun and you can make good money, but you have to constantly do it. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
So when people are like, get a real job, it's like, this is a real job that, by the way, pays some people a hell of a lot more than what you might call a real job. But it's a lot of work.
Well, it's crazy, too.
And whatever platform you're on, one day can just go, we're changing the way we do things, and your entire livelihood
goes away.
Yes, or is diminished, or,
The guy the comedian Matt Shaver, who did the I got fired from Twitter with a meme, he did a very transparent TikTok talking about how much money he made from that, which got shared. It got 30 million views across all the different social media platforms he's on. And from getting 30 million views on that video, he made under $600. This is a dude that has 180, almost 200,000 followers on TikTok. He's got, that video alone got 20 million views, and you just don't make that much money from those things unless you can get brands to go on board and advertise with you.
Right.
And people think that it's easy. No, it's so much work. I mean, that dude's still got a regular job because he's not making it, obviously, with just $500 a month.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It is.
But it would be very strange.
It's a real grind.
Yeah, it would be very strange if you were known because your daughter was on TikTok. You know what I mean? Well, like if any one of us, you have older kids, I have 2 kids in college, if any of them blew up from social media, I mean, I've been a public figure basically my whole adult life, so I would have a different take on it. But if you were just plucked from obscurity, let's say your dad was like a plumber, and you blow up on social media, and now people know who your dad is.
Well, something like Kelsey Cook, who she blew up over the pandemic because she was doing these videos with her dad because he's a good trumpet player, and he'd do these trumpet covers on her Instagram and TikTok, and they would get massive amounts of views to the point where he now gets recognized when he's out in public because so many people have seen those videos.
Yeah.
And he's just a dude that plays trumpet.
Yeah. Just plays trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
It's deceptively difficult to play the trumpet. Yeah, reveille, everybody can figure that out. Well, there you go. So, Poundcake this podcast could still blow up.
I hope it does.
But he's got to have a plan. Who knows where I'll be in 2025 when all the Wawas get to Northeast Ohio and they drop the gobbler.
Oh, it's going to be
a
crazy day.
Waddle-deedle.
When the gobbler drops in Ohio.
That's right.
Where will you be
when the gobbler
drops in Ohio?
Thanksgiving 2025. Where were you when the gobbler dropped in Ohio?
Do they know where the first one's going to be in Ohio yet, or no? They haven't announced that. Right?
Let me see here. The article says 669 Euclid. Is that near us?
That's very close to us.
Is that what they're building right next door?
It's a 12-story Wawa. Could you imagine that? It was going to be condos, but then all of the pre-reservations fell through. So it's going to be an 11-story Wawa. Maybe they could put it in across the street where the convenience store husk still is. Oh, boy. Alan, my wife and I run a top 6% OnlyFans, and it's absolutely exhausting.
Top 6%.
It's a full-time job, man. It's a full-time job.
Paul?
I was going to say,
what do you,
email me, I'll help.
Are they fooling around, or is that a thing, like top 6%?
Yeah, they have. I mean, there's people that do even better than that, but I mean, that's really good.
Yeah.
Doing top 6%. I know there's a friend of mine, not even a friend, but like a guy that I did a few like comedy sketches with and stuff like that. We're friendly, but him and his wife started an OnlyFans, and it took off, and they're making like $100,000 a month.
Cool.
But yeah, it's so much work. because it's making the content, but then also
editing it,
but also
interacting with fans.
You have to figure out how to distribute it and for it to be seen, because they are constantly changing the algorithm with Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and banning things, and you can't share things. And so you always have to be on top of how that works. And it's really a ton of work, and it's really frustrating.
Oh, by the way, let me do this very quickly, and then I'll go to a break. Let me set this up properly. Somebody texted me this information. And hold on.
Oh, no.
Paul Baum has died. I love people whose nicknames are other names.
Paul Baum?
If your name is like Jim Digger McNeil, that's one thing. Paul Dick Baum has passed away at the age of 93. He is the grandpa of Grandpa's Cheese Barn.
Oh.
Out there in Ashland. Grandpa and Grandma celebrated 73 years of marriage 4 days ago. And Grandpa of Grandpa's Cheese Barn and Sweetie's Chocolates has passed away at the age of 93. Grandpa's Cheese Barn, founded in 1978, and will continue on. He probably wasn't making regular appearances at Grandpa's Cheese Barn, right?
I don't think so. But that's still a bummer.
There you go.
I'll pour out some Gouda for you.
They posted, the Lord has a greater purpose and has called him home for Christmas. What could the Lord possibly have to do with Grandpa at 93? What is the greater purpose to which they're referring?
The Lord needs more cheese.
Oh.
And he needs, and he's going to get that cheese.
The Lord.
The Lord.
That's good. Yeah. I thought the Lord was lactose intolerant.
No.
Oh.
No.
All right. Well, anyway, R.I.P. Grandpa of Grandpa's Cheese Barn. It's a very, very popular, well-known place, you know, not even just for people in Northeast Ohio. It's a well-known landmark and iconic place there. So there you go. I got a break. You want to text 351